have Miss Diaz.
Doesn't matter. No.
Okay. Not most of them gave the city.
No.
They are.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, and graduates. Welcome to the 2011 Clear Springs High School graduation. My name is Micaiah Granberry, and I am the senior class vice president. Please note, we will be following the program as it is written in your program. The invocation will be given by our class treasurer, Alicia Harrell, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge by our class historian, Sarah Selman. The national anthem will be sung by the Clear Springs High School Chamber Choir. Recognition of military honors by our class historian, Sarah Selman. Introductions of our special guests will be given by myself, and the benediction will be given by our class secretary, David Bowers.
We would like to ask the audience to please stand and remain standing for the invocation, presentation of colors, the Pledge of Allegiance, the Texas Pledge, and the national anthem. Clear Springs men, please remove your mortarboards. I have knowledge, so will you show us now how to use it wisely and find a way somehow to make the world I live in a little better place and make the life with its problems a little easier to face. Grant us faith and courage and put purpose in our days and show us how to serve thee in effective ways. So our education, our knowledge, and our skills may find their true fulfillment as we learn to do thy will. And may I ever be aware in everything I do that knowledge comes from learning and wisdom comes from you. So now we leave to go our separate ways, and we cherish all the things that we learned in our high school days. We treasure all the friends that we have made, and our memories will never fade. We thank our teachers, we thank our staff. We pray that you will take us in your hand and hold us tightly in the years ahead and protect us like no one else can. Amen.
Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join me in saying the Texas Pledge. It can be found inside your program at the bottom. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. We are proud to be gathered here tonight in Veterans Memorial Stadium, which is named in honor of all of the military service men and women from Clear Creek ISD. At this time, we would like to recognize all of the seniors in the class of 2011 who have joined the military, as well as any of our guests in the stadium who have served in the military. Please stand so that we may acknowledge your patriotism and service to our country. Thank you for your service.
At this time, I would like to recognize the Clear Creek Independent School District board members who are present and are on stage with us tonight. As I call your name, please stand. School Board President, Mrs. D. Scott. School Board Vice President, Mr. Ken Balaker. School Board Member, Mr. Robert Davey. School Board Member, Mr. Charles Pond. School Board Member, Ms. Paige Rander. School Board Member, Ms. Wynn Weber. It is also my pleasure to recognize our special guest from the Educational Support Center. As I call your name, please stand. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Greg Smith. Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, Dr. Tina Farrell. Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, Dr. Alex Torres. Assistant Superintendent of Elementary Education, Ms. Holly Hughes. Thank you for being with us tonight. I would also like to introduce the administration of Clear Springs High School who are on stage with us tonight. As I call your name, please stand. Our head principal, Mrs. Gail Love. Associate Principal, Mr. Joseph Reese. Assistant Principal for the class of 2011, Ms. Gina Seil. Dean of Instruction, Mr. Robert Bayard. Lead Counselor, Mrs. Mary Margaret Rucker. Thank you for celebrating with us tonight as we begin the journey of life after Clear Springs High School.
At this time, I would like to introduce the assistant principals for Clear Springs High School. Principals, as I call your name, please stand. Assistant principals, Mr. George Martin. Mr. Michael Lotz. Miss Lori Diaz. And Miss Barbara Morrison. Thank you very much for the service you have given to Clear Springs High School. I would also like to introduce to you our counseling staff for Clear Springs High School. Counselors, as I call your name, please stand. Student Support Counselor, Risha Torres. Student Counselors, Ms. Sarah Niemeyer. Ms. Lori Schmidt. Ms. Julie Burris. Ms. Ajunta Thomas. Ms. Angela Alkinson. Career Specialist, Kathleen Gandon. And our Small Learning Communities leader, Miss Jenny Carlisle. Thank you to all of the counselors for what you do every day for the students at Clear Springs High School.
Mrs. Gail Love has been a school administrator for 23 years. 4 years ago, Ms. Love founded Clear Springs High School. In the 4 short years of Clear Springs High School, she has helped us make exemplary in many things, such as athletics, fine arts, and especially academics. It is an honor to introduce you tonight the head principal of Clear Springs High School, Mrs. Gail Love.
Thank you. To our Board of Trustees, Superintendent Smith, guests on stage, class of 2011, faculty of Clear Springs High School, friends and family, welcome to the graduation for the class of 2011. I'm proud of each of you seated here today. Thank you, Micaiah, for the introduction of me, and thank you, Ms. Gina Sal, for your leadership as senior principal. Thank you also to the many pre-K through 8th grade teachers that started the journey of learning with our students as they approach high school graduation. I would like to give special recognition tonight and thanks to the 184 Clear Springs faculty members participating in graduation today. It takes the support of many to reach the milestone of graduation. Graduation today is a celebration of each of you. Class of 2011, you are connected as a class as having achieved the distinction of being the first class to spend grades 9 through 12 at Clear Springs High School. This class exemplifies the motto and spirit of Clear Springs: character, strength, honor, and success. This class has set the bar high, leaving a legacy of an exemplary academic rating, 91 students graduating on the Distinguished High School Plan, 80 honor graduates, and 6 national commended students. Students in this class were recently awarded $6.3 million in scholarships. Our campus post-secondary report shows a class of lifelong learners with only over 94% of you committed to attending a 2- or 4-year university, and 17 of you are committed to the armed forces to serve our country. A senior student in this class has been accepted to the Bader College of Medicine, being one of 4 in the country. The impressive college acceptances include Harvard, Rice, Stanford, Cornell, just to name a few. Thank you to our parents for your support and instilling the desire to achieve, as evident by the success shown this year. Wow, this class has inspired us all. Listen, students, as I identify briefly some traveling pointers to take with you before you leave today. Number 1, never let anyone say it can't be done. Stephen Covey writes, the best way to predict your future is to create it. Number 2, surround yourself with people that will encourage and those that possess a can-do attitude. Some succeed because they are destined to, most succeed because they are determined. Number 3, be a risk taker. Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and lead a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Number 4, be passionate. Learn as much as you can about whatever career you are considering. Fill your life and work with passion. Number 5, dream big. Harriet Tubman has written, every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within each of you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and to change the world. My message to you graduates is to build on the success that your class has shown in high school this school year. I would like to highlight some milestones that stand out. Humanitarian Club and Culture Club members, you have taught us the meaning of unselfishness by leading the support of the Red Cross after the disaster in Japan, the support of the Leukemia Society, writing to our soldiers in war, and through our senior serve activities, contributing books and school supplies to one of our local elementary schools, just to name a few. Athletes, you have taught us dedication and determination, as shown by your success in athletics. You were the first class to earn a playoff position in baseball, and second place district finish, an outstanding finish in girls and boys basketball. Our girls finished first in district and boys tied for district. An impressive second place district finish in football. Our first wrestling students to compete and place in state, in addition to winning district. An impressive finish by our swim and girls soccer teams, finishing second at district and an advancement to regionals by both our girls and boys golf teams, as well as our girls and boys track teams. Students and parents, in this class, we gave over 41 athletic scholarships. Art students, you have taught us the meaning of creativity and innovation by the impressive accomplishments this year, having 11 students earn more than $1.65 million in scholarships. We also had an art student hired as an illustrator for a book publisher, in addition to art from the class being chosen to hang in the state capitol of Texas and in Washington, D.C. This class is the first class in band to earn a 1 at the state marching competition. Theater students, you have taught us the meaning of commitment. This class is the first class to advance in one-act play to the regional semifinalists. Our seniors that participated missed the prom. When I visited with them, they all expressed the same opinion. Miss Love, we're in it to win it. Culinary arts students, you have shown us vision with your success shown at competitions, having one student earn a gold medal at regional. Engineering design students, you have shown us the spirit of exploration through the NASA research project of the Plant Growth Chamber and your recent zero-gravity flight at Ellington Field. These highlights are but a few of the many outstanding accomplishments, and it speaks to the talent and hard work of students that will graduate this evening. Of all the many wonderful and special activities in high school, graduation is by far the most special. Soon you will walk across this stage to receive your diploma, and you will hear the applause and support. Remember, whatever your life may take you, you will always have a home at Clear Springs High School. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your principal and to be a part of your high school years. On behalf of the faculty and staff, thank you for making the journey special. Congratulations, Chargers, on a job well done.
Thank you, Ms. Love. In January 2008, Clear Creek Independent School District welcomed Dr. Greg Smith as Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Smith brought over 28 years of education and leadership experience to the Clear Creek ISD. While Superintendent, every CCISD school has been rated exemplary or recognized, and CCISD is considered the highest performance largest school districts in Texas. We are so grateful for all the hard work he puts into our education and our community. Please join the graduates of Clear Springs High School as we welcome the Superintendent of the Clear Creek Independent School District, Dr. Greg Smith.
Well, thank you and good evening. Welcome, class of 2011. It has been an absolute privilege and honor to engage the hearts and minds of your children the CCISD way, and that is through courage, collaboration, innovation, and self-direction. I congratulate you on the efforts that have been brought to you this day. In only the second year of a graduating class at Clear Springs High School, you continue to distinguish yourselves in the classroom and the arts, on stage, on the court, and on the field. However, it is unlikely that you made this journey alone. From this podium, I have the distinct advantage of seeing you surrounded by those people who loved, encouraged, and helped you arrive at this wonderful day in your life. These are the people who read your first book to you, taught you how to ride a bike, who drove you to all the practices, lessons, and competitions, who comforted you when your heart was broken, and who always believed in you and everything that you could be or do. Now, it's warm out here. We have a lot of doves up in their stands flaming themselves with the white programs. So let's watch out for each other throughout the evening. Let's stay together here. If you need to get some water, let's get ourselves hydrated there, folks. I want to take a moment and pay special attention and congratulations to our valedictorian, Brina Bowie. Brina is heading off to the University of Texas, and salutatorian Christina Vu, who will be attending Rice University. Congratulations to the top two. I would also like to take this time to welcome back Donnie Baggs, who finished at midterm to join the Fighting Texas Aggies in the wrecking crew. Just make sure you return that white shirt that you borrowed from the staff earlier tonight. Students, it has taken you 13 years to get to this point, and a lot has changed since 1998 when you walked into kindergarten. Sergey Brin and Larry Page were toiling around computers in a California garage. Today, they run Google. The #1 movie of 1998 was Saving Private Ryan, with Armageddon #2. That movie may have been based on science fiction, but here we are with our partner, NASA, planning a deep space mission to an asteroid by 2016. Gas prices were quite a bargain back then at $1.06 per gallon, and now hovering around $4. And the #1 billboard hit in 1998 was Too Close by Next. Many of you may not even remember Next, but you do know Beyonce Knowles, Taylor Swift, perhaps even Zac Brown. Now, I don't want you all to go off and think you can actually be a rock star, but you can and will make a name for yourself if you work hard, play well, and give back. You will walk out of here this evening with only one thing that no one else has: the sole custody of your own life. Now, you still have to follow your rules at home, so don't go home thinking that the superintendent said no rules. I challenge you to live your life with compassion, curiosity, and courage. Choose a job or career that is what you do, not who you are. Careers are important and necessary, but have the courage to make a life for yourself that is rewarding to you as a human being. I challenge all of you tonight. Better yet, knowing the spirit of this class, I dare you all tonight to identify where your opportunities may lie and to pursue them. You can and will make a substantial difference in our world. I hope that each of you takes advantage of this wonderful opportunity to reach out to one another, learning, experiencing, and living life to the very fullest. Congratulations, class of 2011, and best of luck.
Good evening. I have the honor tonight of introducing our two highest ranking graduates of the class of 2011. Christina Vu has earned the title of Salutatorian by distinguishing herself in both academics and extracurricular activities. She is an AP Scholar with Distinguish, National Merit Scholar finalist, member of the National Honor Society, and member of Mu Alpha Theta, and has been very successful throughout high school. She's a state qualifier to the Texas Lincoln Douglas debate, state qualifier in the Texas Forensic Association and the National Debate Coach Association national championship tournaments. She also placed first in literary criticism UIL team, the founder and president of the Junior State of America. Christina plans to attend Rice University and double major in political science, economics. After graduating from college, she has goals to attend law school and become an attorney. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the daughter of Tang and Joe Vu. She is your salutatorian for the class of 2011. Please welcome Christina Vu.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate the class of 2011. We made it. But we couldn't have done it without the help of many wonderful people, so let's show them our appreciation. First of all, thank you to our families for supporting us in all of our endeavors, for believing in us, and for putting up with us for the past 18 or so years. Thank you to our teachers who've devoted their careers to furthering our knowledge, who've generously given their time way beyond school hours for our benefit, and who have helped us reach our full potential. Thank you to the counselors who have carefully guided us in our first steps beyond the walls of Clear Springs High School, who have suffered with us through mountains of schedule changes, and who have always greeted us with a friendly smile. And finally, thank you to the friends who have helped us through the hard times and who have been there with us to celebrate the fun times. Without you all, we would not be where we are today. So please give them all a round of applause. One of my most prominent childhood memories is sitting in the car with my family, listening to one of my dad's favorite CDs for the billionth time. The old classic rock songs became perpetually stuck in my head, no matter how hard I tried to shake them out. One song in particular stuck out to me, Life in the Fast Lane by the Eagles. All of my life, I've been driving on the fast track. Before I finished kindergarten, I had already used up the ink in every Sharpie in my house trying to make Sharpie and tape mustaches, until I realized girls don't normally grow those. I'd already depleted my mom's supply of lipstick trying to look grown up, while unintentionally making myself look like a little clown. And I'd already mastered my multiplication tables. It was like I was constantly trying to fast forward to the next part of my life. Unfortunately, I'm not the only one speeding through life, ignoring the prudence of speed limits and stop signs. Although we may not all speed in the same way, most of us do it in some form or manner. Whether it's faking an ID to get into a club, praying for our mandatory education to end, or desperately waiting for that day when we can leave our parents' house and all of their rules behind. We're all dying to stomp on the gas pedal, even when the yellow light warns us that the red is coming. We need to stop, take a moment to relax, and revel in the present. Dale Carnegie, an American writer, once observed, "One of the most tragic things I know about human nature is that we all tend to put off living. We're all dreaming of some magical rose garden over the horizon instead of enjoying the roses blooming outside our windows today." In the few weeks approaching graduation, almost every senior has been thinking, "I can't wait to get out of here." Most of us are so preoccupied with leaving high school behind as soon as possible that we forget to cherish these final precious moments with our friends, our teachers, and our fellow classmates. Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong to want to get ahead or to want to prepare for the next phases in your life, but don't keep your mind so grounded on the future that you forget to enjoy the present. Whether you're headed off to college or the Army or the workforce, make the most of each moment. Instead of thinking, "I only have to endure a few more weeks of this," whenever you face a hardship, think, "I only have a few weeks left. I better make the most of it." Rather than seeing thorns, see the beautiful roses in front of you, blessings waiting to bloom. We're often so busy seeing only the bad in our situation, waiting for that light at the end of the tunnel. But unless we change the way we view our lives, we will never reach that light. It will forever evade our grasp. Ralph Waldo Emerson brilliantly captured the human essence when he stated, "We're always getting ready to live, but never living. Now is our time to live. So stop and treasure each moment as the gift it truly is. After all, that is why it's called the present."
Our next speaker will be the valedictorian for the class of 2011. Our valedictorian is Bria Bowie. She has worked very hard to achieve such an honor. Throughout her high school career, she has shown dedication to succeed academically. She is also a gifted artist and humanitarian. Bria is an AP scholar with distinction a National Merit Committed Scholar, a member of the National Honor Society, and a state qualifier in debate, vase, and HOSA. She serves the school in many leadership roles as president of the Art Club, treasurer of the Debate Club, president of the Humanitarian Club, and Mu Alpha Theta treasurer. For the past 2 years, she was a finalist at the Bayou City Art Festival as an emerging artist and received a Gold Cup in piano competition. Bria plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin with a double major honor college and biochemistry. After graduating from college, she has plans to attend medical school and become a psychiatrist. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the daughter of David and Christina Bowie. She is your valedictorian for the class of 2011. Please welcome Bria Bowie.
I just want to say one word to you. Just one word. Are you listening? Plastics. And no, I'm not referring to Mean Girls. Since we're all graduating right now, I thought that it'd be more appropriate to quote the classic movie, The Graduate. This line has gone down in history for being seemingly absurd while profound at the same time. Plastics. The golden advice given to the recent graduate due to the booming plastics industry at that time. That one word represents how we, as a society, are changing and how we must adapt and embrace the change. Today marks the end of familiarity. High school is over, thus marking the end of 12 years, give or take, of mandatory education. Close your eyes and remember some of your fonder high school memories. Scoring the first touchdown of the season, skipping lunch to rejoice or to play hacky sack, being a part of Bieber Mania. The many firsts: first concert, first dance, first midnight movie premiere, first love. We should treasure our memories because they've all played an important role in who we are, but it's time to realize that if we're stuck in the past, we can't ever progress. What happens next is in our own hands. I firmly believe that Clear Springs has adequately prepared us to leave and to discover who we are. I remember after 5th grade, my parents bombed me with the catastrophic news. Kids, we're moving to League City. My first thought was, what is this? I was miserable at the prospect of leaving behind my old friends, and as a result, wallowed in my self-inflicted adolescent pain for the longest time. After a while, I realized that change doesn't have to be the end of the world. It's just an opportunity to experience life in a different way. When I decided to stop feeling sorry for myself, I went out into the world with a more optimistic demeanor. I made new friends, I set new goals, I tried new things. Change is like New Year's, except let's try to keep our resolutions this time. When we leave here today, we can embark on our path of self-discovery. Don't be afraid to leave home, because you can travel any geographical distance, but you can't travel back in time to fix regrets. We're all going our separate ways, and that's perfectly okay. Mark Zuckerberg invented Facebook for a reason. Don't hold anyone back, but more importantly, don't hold yourself back. It's our time to experience life in its fullest extent. Life's the most poignant dramedy after all, more dramatic than 127 Hours, yet more humorous than Pineapple Express. Both James Franco films, by the way. I hope that all of you will treasure your experiences here at Clear Springs and get whatever you want out of life. Let's thank our parents, siblings, teachers, and friends one last time for supporting, inspiring, and laughing with us. And being Vietnamese and all, I'd like to give a shout out to my grandparents. Con cảm ơn ông bà nội ngoại đã thương yêu và dạy dỗ con. Seniors, it's time for us to leave. In the words of T.S. Eliot, let us go then, you and I, when the evening is spread against the sky. Clear Springs, it's been an honor walking your halls.
Good evening. I have the honor of presenting 2 special awards tonight. But let me first say that it has been my pleasure and privilege to preside as the assistant principal over the Clear Springs High School graduating class of 2011. Although this is the second graduating class for Clear Springs High School, it is the first class to have had the opportunity to attend Clear Springs High School for all 4 years. Parents in the stands tonight, students on the floor below, teachers, staff, community members, and honored guests. In 2008, Clear Springs High School opened, and over the past 4 years, it has become a high school of excellence. The past 4 years were filled with many firsts, and together we have created a legacy of traditions that will endure for years to come. Tonight's award honors that legacy. The Principal's Legacy Award started last year and is to be given each year at graduation to a young man and a young lady in the graduating class who the faculty believes best represents the culture of excellence that has been established here at Clear Springs High School under the leadership of our principal, Mrs. Gail Love. Winners are selected based upon their leadership, academics, extracurricular involvement, service to the community, and service to the school. The Legacy Award is the most prestigious award that a student can receive at Clear Springs High School. It is reserved exclusively for seniors, and it is the only award that is allowed to be presented during graduation ceremony. The recipients of the Principal's Legacy Award will have their names engraved upon this plaque, which will be in permanent display at Clear Springs High School. The 2011 Principal's Legacy Award recipients are William Will Carver and Christina Vu. Please come to the podium and be recognized.
Dr. Smith, will you please join me at the podium? Dr. Smith, I hereby certify that these students have successfully completed the course of study as prescribed by the state of Texas. In addition, they have satisfied the graduation requirements as stipulated by the Board of Trustees of the Clear Creek Independent School District.
Mrs. Love, I accept your certification and hereby declare these students as graduates of Clear Springs High School with all the honors, rights, and privileges appertaining to this degree. Congratulations, students.